The sky's getting lighter, which means I never slept, which means it's a new day, which means nothing. I've been here before, the specific crossing from the night into the day without the sleep between. It has its own texture, its own kind of tired, not the ordinary kind, the other kind, the deep. The tired that settles in the eyes first, then the shoulders, then the chest. The tired that makes the light look wrong, like the morning knows you haven't rested. I've spent the night with all my thoughts, I've given them each their moment in the chair. And now the birds are doing what birds do at this hour, and I'm still here. Watch the sun come up again from the wrong side of sleep. Watch the sun come up again, and felt nothing but tired. Beautiful and tired. The sky does the thing it always does, completely indifferent to my night. And I watch it like I always do at this hour. Still here, still tired, still not quite alright. I've made a kind of peace with the early mornings, the ones that arrive without the sleeping. They have a strange quality of permission, like nothing is expected when you've been up all night keeping company with your own thoughts. There's no pretending to be fine at 5 a.m. on a sleepless night. Just the sky doing its thing and me watching it get light. And then the day begins regardless, the coffee and the screen and the regular world. And I move through it slower than usual, in the specific way the sleepless move through days unfurled. I've spent the night with all my thoughts, I've given them each their moment in the chair. And now the birds are doing what birds do at this hour, and I'm still here. Watch the sun come up again from the wrong side of sleep. Watch the sun come up again, and felt nothing but tired. Beautiful and tired. There's something almost sacred about this hour, and you arrive at it through the night, not from sleep. The way the early light belongs differently to the ones who've been awake to keep it. I'm not glad I was awake, but I'm glad the sun showed up anyway. I'm not glad for the sleepless night, but the sun at 5 a.m. is still beautiful, even from the wrong side of sleep. Even tired, even this beautiful and tired. See you tomorrow night. Beautiful and tired. The sun comes up either way. I started talking less about the things I cared about when I noticed your eyes going somewhere else. I learned which topics made the room go quiet, and I stopped bringing them up myself. I got really good at asking questions instead of having answers of my own. I became an audience before I knew it, cheering for a life that wasn't mine. And I told myself it was compromise. That's what you do when you love someone right. But compromise is two people bending, not one person disappearing into the light. I made myself smaller and smaller, I just noticed you were more comfortable when I was. So I edited myself into something easier, a quieter version built for someone else's applause. I made myself smaller and smaller to fit you. I turned down the volume on everything I was. Oh, I made myself smaller and smaller to fit you. And by the end I was barely making noise at all. I made myself smaller. I made myself smaller until I couldn't find me anymore. I'm done being the version that flinches before I've even said a thing. I'm done editing my sentences mid-sentence. I'm done making myself easy at the cost of everything. This is me uncompressing. This is me taking up space. This is me remembering the voice I had before I learned to keep it in its place. I'm taking up space. I'm taking up space. I'm taking up space. Ooh. This time. I've been trying to find the exact moment where things stopped being what they were. Because it wasn't a fight, wasn't a revelation. It was more like a sentence losing its words. Year one was easy. Year one was a decision. Year two was where the edges started to show. The small incompatibility stacking, the kind of thing you only know once you know. I don't have a villain in this story. I don't have a day circled on the calendar. I just have a collection of ordinary moments that I look back on now and understand were it. I lost the plot somewhere in year two. Not with a bang, more of a gradual drift. I lost the plot somewhere in year two and kept showing up not knowing that I did. I was still using the same words for something that had quietly changed into something else. I lost the plot somewhere in year two and spent another year not telling myself. I've done the math on all the dinner conversations where we talked about anything but us. We got good at filling space with comfortable nothing. We confused peacefulness with a lack of fuss. I don't regret the time, I can't regret it, because I was doing my best with what I knew. But I wish I'd been honest with myself a little earlier. That lost feeling wasn't just a phase I was going through. I lost the plot somewhere in year two. Not with a bang, more of a gradual drift. I think this is the part that's hardest to talk about, because it means no one was wrong, no one was cool. Just two people growing in different directions with a gap between them. No one knew how to close, and I think I knew. I just wasn't saying. Sometimes love is not enough to hold the shape Sometimes you love someone and still have to let them go. And that kind of ending doesn't feel like an escape. It just feels like loss. A slow, quiet loss of something real. I asked my best friend what she really thought. Now that it's over and the facts are in, she paused a little longer than I hoped, and told me she'd been worried since the beginning. She said, you seemed less like yourself by summer. You stopped coming out, you canceled more than once. You had this look I'd never seen you wear before, like someone watching themselves from a distance. And I sat there processing the timeline of a story I lived from the inside out. Of course they saw it, they were watching from the outside, while I was too close and to figure out. My friends knew before I did. They were just waiting for me to catch up. My friends saw the version of me that was shrinking, while I thought I was just adjusting to love. My friends knew before I did, and they stayed, which is the part that gets me most. My friends knew before I did, and they were there the morning I needed them both. I've been defending you in conversations I didn't know I was in. She'd ask a general question, I'd have an answer ready, the way you know an answer when you've been rehearsing it, to keep the image of something steady. I think part of me always knew something was off, but knowing and admitting are two different miles. And I wasn't ready to be the person who got it wrong for that long. And that why my friends knew before I did. They were just waiting for me to catch up. My friends saw the version of me that was shrinking, while I thought I was just adjusting to love. Thank you for not making me feel stupid, for not leading with I told you so, for answering the phone at midnight in November, for pretending not to notice that I was not okay, for being the soft place I kept forgetting I had, while I was building a hard place with someone else. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends. Still here. The sky is getting lighter, which means I never slept, which means it's a new day, which means nothing. I've been here before, this Pacific crossing, from the night into the day without the sleep between. It has its own texture, its own kind of tired, not the ordinary kind, the other kind, the deep. The tired that settles in the eyes first, then the shoulders, then the chest. The tired that makes the light look wrong, like the morning knows you haven't rested. I've spent the night with all my thoughts, I've given them each their moment in the chair. And now the birds are doing what birds do at this hour. And I'm still here. Watch the sun come up again from the wrong side of sleep. Watch the sun come up again and felt nothing but tired. Beautiful and tired. The sky does the thing it always does, completely indifferent to my night. And I watch it like I always do at this hour. Still here, still tired, still not quite alright. I've made a kind of peace with the early mornings, the ones that arrive without the sleeping. They have a strange quality of permission, like nothing is expected when you've been up all night, keeping company with your own thoughts. There's no pretending to be fine at 5 a.m. on a sleepless night, just the sky doing its thing, and me watching it get light. And then the day begins regardless, the coffee and the screen and the regular world. And I move through it slower than usual, in the specific way the sleepless move through days unfurled. I've spent the night with all my thoughts, I've given them each their moment in the chair. And now the birds are doing what birds do at this hour. And I'm still here. Watch the sun come up again from the wrong side of sleep. Watch the sun come up again and felt nothing but tired. Beautiful and tired. There's something almost sacred about this hour, when you arrive at it through the night, not from sleep. The way the early light belongs differently to the ones who've been awake to keep it. I'm not glad I was awake, but I'm glad the sun showed up anyway. I'm not glad for the sleepless night, but the sun at 5 a.m. is still beautiful, even from the wrong side of sleep. Even tired, even this beautiful and tired. See you tomorrow night. Beautiful and tired. The sun comes up. Either way. I'm very good at keeping a conversation going. I have a talent for filling in the silences, for asking the follow-up, the next question, the warmth, for making it feel mutual even when it isn't. I've been doing it with you for 7 weeks now, and you show up just enough for me to keep at it. I'm the one who opens every thread we have, and you're the one who closes it without a habit. I started counting, I know that sounds obsessive, but the data was the only thing that felt like truth. 3 messages for everyone you sent me. I was the conversation and you were the excuse. I talk, you tolerate. I reach, you receive. I show up, you're available enough to keep me. I talk, you tolerate. And I've been calling that enough, but enough is not the same as what I need. I want someone who initiates, who opens the thread because they thought of me, not someone who responds because I sent them something. I went silent for 3 days just to see what happened, and what happened was a lot of absolutely nothing. And the nothing was the most clarifying data that my brain had been refusing to be touching. I wasn't testing you, I was testing myself to see if I could sit with what was real. The nothing confirmed it gently and completely, and I let myself, for the first time, actually feel. I talk, you tolerate. I reach, you receive. I'm looking for someone who wonders about me on a Tuesday for no reason in particular, who texts first sometimes, who thinks of me and says it, whose presence in my life isn't only singular. It's not a lot to want, and I won't apologize for wanting reciprocity as a baseline. I'm closing this conversation not in anger, but because I deserve a thread that goes both ways this time. Both ways this time. Both ways. I deserve that. I deleted the conversation this morning. Held my thumb over it for a minute first. Scrolled back to the beginning just to see it. The first message, something simple, just the worst. I mean the best kind of worst, the kind that starts things when you didn't know yet what it was gonna cost. I read it one last time, I let it sit there, and then I deleted it, and now it's lost. 2,000 and something messages, approximately a year and a half compressed into a thread. The jokes, the voice notes, the long honest ones at midnight. The last one sitting there, still unread. I deleted the conversation, but I didn't delete the person. I deleted the evidence, but not the weight. I deleted the conversation, and my phone felt lighter for about a minute, and then I just remembered what I couldn't erase. I deleted the conversation, 'cause I needed to stop having it available. I deleted the conversation. The conversation was already in my memory anyway. People talk about closure like it's a thing you find at the end of a process that takes a certain time. But I've been through the process, and I've done the steps, and closure is more like choosing to stop the climb. The conversation wasn't helping me move forward. Having it there was like a door I kept reopening. I needed to close the thread, to close something bigger. I needed to stop the access, stop the hoping. I deleted the conversation, but I didn't delete the person. I'm keeping the things I learned from all that talking. The understanding of myself I only got from us. I'm keeping the version of me that showed up fully, the part that wasn't guarded, the part that you to give, not the part that waits. You live somewhere else now, somewhere quieter, somewhere I can be fine. I noticed the background changed in your last photo. Someone's couch that wasn't yours or mine. I noticed the same mug in 3 different stories, belonging to a context I can't define. I noticed you were somewhere on a Tuesday when you were never anywhere on a Tuesday before. I'm not looking for it, that's what I keep telling myself, but the algorithm keeps delivering me more. You haven't said a name, and neither will I, but I've done the math on the recent posts, and the math says there's someone in your orbit who's making you the version of yourself you like the most. I see you soft launching someone new in the background of the life you used to show me. I see you soft launching someone new, and I'm watching from an account you don't know. I still open. I should close it, I know. I should put it down. I should let you build whatever this is in peace. I see you soft launching someone new, and I'm soft launching my grief. The rational part of me is happy that you're happy, or at least it wants to be, and sometimes is. But the other part is doing the comparison between what you gave them and what you gave me. What it is, did you always have that energy somewhere in you, or is it something that she drew out of you new? Did I just not have the key for the version of you that shows up in those backgrounds being true? I see you soft launching someone new in the background of the life you used to show me. I'm gonna close the app for real after this. I'm gonna stop being the audience for a show I'm not in. You get to have your life, I actually mean that. You get to fall into something and begin. I hope the mug is theirs, I hope the couch is warm, I hope they laugh at the things you think are funny. I hope it's easy, I hope it's what you needed. I'm closing the app now. I'm gonna be just fine, honestly. I'm closing the app. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's still paused on episode 4. I can't watch it without you, can't delete it either. Can't let the series end. I've been staring at the thumbnail every time I open up the app. The little progress bar half full, like time froze and I can't get back. My friends keep asking if I've seen it. They're already on episode 9. I say I got behind and changed the subject. I don't say it's yours and it's not mine to finish. I know it's just a show. I know the characters don't know or care, but the version of me who watched it with you is the only one who knows what happens there. The show we never finished is still waiting on my screen. The show we never finished is the most you I've seen. And everything I've moved and cleared and packed backed away. That rectangle of paused light is what stayed. The show we never finished is the thing I can't bring myself to close. I've thought about watching it alone, just to see how it ends. I've thought about asking someone else to sit with me through it, but I don't want anyone else's reaction to the parts we'd already guessed at. I don't want to share the plot points we talked about together. It would feel like going back to a place we'd only been as two, and showing up with someone different to all the things we were going to do. I know it's just a show, I know the characters don't know or care, but the version of me who watched it with you is the only one who knows what happens there. The show we never finished is still waiting on my screen. The show we never finished is the most you ever see. Maybe one day I'll press play again, when the grief has a different shape, when the pause feels less like a promise and more like something I'm ready to break. Or maybe I'll let it sit there forever, a small digital monument to what we had. Not everything needs to be finished, not everything ended is bad. Still paused, still episode 4.